Hey everybody, this is Darth Bryboy. And I'm kind of getting sick about one fucking thing. And yes, I do need to brush my fucking teeth, I apologize. I'm getting sick of seeing video after video from creators who I really used to like, where all it seems they do now is bitch about these two films or bitch about aspects of the Disney Star Wars. And it's pissing me off, to be honest. It's pissing me off. Let's keep it real. George Lucas has not, nor will he ever, come back to do a Star Wars movie. He might come back as a story consultant for Star Wars related material, but other than that role, he is not coming back to do another Star Wars. And let's be honest, would fans even be happy if he came back to do another Star Wars? That's the reason these exist. Because Lucas was sick of getting shit from the fandom. Some of it was very valid shit, such as the constant changing of episodes 4, 5, and 6, and the fact that there is no official theatrical re-release on Blu-ray of the original trilogy. That's a valid criticism. What may seem invalid are most of the complaints he got from the prequel trilogy. For the example, the idea that Jar Jar Binks is a racist caricature of black people in the 20s, or he's a fake Jamaican or something. Or if you look at the actual history and hear at best statements on Jar Jar Binks, he was heavily inspired by the silent film era and mostly Buster Keaton's film. And when you watch a Buster Keaton movie, even one of his fucking movies, you can see, yeah, I get where George Lucas was inspired with it. Now, does that mean Jar Jar was good? In my opinion, no. I still think Jar Jar Binks is one of the stupidest fucking things to ever come out of the fandom. Doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking harass the shit out of the actor to the point where he wants to kill himself. Yeah, he really wanted to fucking do that. Great job, Star Wars fans. Real great job. Okay, now I'm being a condescending sack of shit. I'm sorry. But you get the point. And when George Lucas actually was doing something with Star Wars, the Clone Wars television show comes to mind. Yes, a lot of people were saying don't cancel it on the internet, but in terms of the viewership, unfortunately, it didn't seem to do that great. And that's kind of depressing. I, as a Star Wars fan, was guilty of this myself, mostly because, this is just me to be honest, if I want to get into a TV show, I prefer to it have already been finished. I don't just want to start from the fucking beginning when there's still more ongoing material that I'm going to miss because it's not over yet. I'd rather have the complete series, have it be completed as a whole, so I can binge watch it either on Netflix or DVD or Blu-ray or some shit. But I guess the other things that annoy me is just like a lot of the criticism towards Rey annoy the shit out of me. The criticisms of that Jeremy Johns laid out recently of, oh, the first word's not intimidating enough. If I have the time, I might make a separate video trying to rebuttal or lay out my own argument. Not necessarily rebuttal, just lay out a disagreement. And I guess I'm also just tired of certain clickbaity shit. Like a great example of this clickbaity shit was the Han Solo poster. And even I was fooled by it because I was tired. I was getting stressed in fucking college. I was concerned about graduating. So, of course, I'm not going to fucking pay attention to this shit. But when I looked at the details and more data was given to me, I'm like, oh, they were international posters, not the American poster. Okay, this is fucking weird. It's like you'd think the people who would be editing, like, these people got like Adobe Premiere or some shit. And probably got dual monitor setups or some shit. You're telling me if you have that type of setup, and I'm saying if you do, because you might not, you might have a different setup entirely. But if you have that setup and you're not able to tell that the language on the poster is different, that's when you delete the video. I mean, if you're a YouTuber, you can choose what you want to upload and what you don't want to upload. The only reason why you'd want to upload that clickbaity shit is if you, frankly, in my opinion, are just being a lazy schmuck or have no real integrity to your channel. You just want clickbaity view shit, and that's fine to a point. But I guess the other thing is this. Is it becoming harder to just enjoy films like this because all the lore has been explained? We do live in the internet now, meaning that it's a little harder for new films to stay just true. Like a great example of some nitpicky bullshit. People are like, oh, Lucasfilm doesn't know what they're doing because Rey and Poe already met in the novelization, and the novelizations are further canon, and it's one fucking detail. It's one detail. Shit happens. It's like a movie mistake, okay? Like, or continuity mix-ups. Like, great example of a continuity mix-up that people complain about in the prequel era. How the fucking Leia remembered Padme. I like to say Leia is very in tune with the emotional side of the Force, and she developed the Force differently as opposed to Luke. Meaning that Leia is very emotionally in tune with the Force and can sense people's emotions. Or it's a survivalist instinct like the scene in The Last Jedi. And I was kind of discussing this with my older cousin, who's not really a Star Wars fan at all, but I basically laid it out like this. What I like to look at with the franchise going is that, especially with Luke, to be honest, the thing I loved about it is that he basically became his own self-fulfilling prophecy. He was afraid of another Darth Vader. Who wouldn't be? You get that notion when you watch him just briefly talk about the Jedi and how much they fucked up. At the height of their power, they allowed Darth Sidious to rise to create the Emperor and wipe them out. There was a Jedi who was responsible for the creation and training of Darth Vader. This just sums up Luke's cynicism so well, in my opinion. It's like, when I saw it in the theater personally, I was like, oh, fuck. It was kind of as though I would get it. And Luke is very much like his father. He gets very easily frightened by the future of what he can and can't control. Unfortunately, it was kind of the sins of the father thing going on. And even though Luke was able to outrun that, it seemed, I thought this brilliantly connected to the Phantom Menace. Just that whole scene with, like the real scene with, that scene with Luke and Ben, where Luke's about to kill him. It's just so perfect. It's fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Yeah, all those four things together was just such a good visual callback to that scene from the Phantom Menace. This is honestly why I really want to watch the entire Star Wars saga as a whole one of these days. Like, I did it years ago, and the last time I did it kind of hardcore, I put quotes around that because I kind of cheated a little bit. I did 4, 5, and 6 on DVD, like the original cuts with the 4x3 shit. This is back when I had a tube TV. And then I did episode 1, 2, Clone Wars micro series, then 3. This was before 7 came out, by the way. They were from 2013. You can go back and watch them. Oh my god, were they? Yeah, they were from 2013. Holy shit. But now that we have 7 and 8 and some of the anthology films, I really want to check out how this series just flows. Now, yes, I love the Star Wars lore. I've gotten into a lot of Legends content from a lot of Star Wars YouTubers because a lot of this shit just seems really interesting to me, and I really just want to check it out. So I've got some Star Wars audiobooks, I got some Star Wars novels, I got a few comic books, I got some audiobook. As I said, I got some audiobooks. I just love Star Wars, and I love watching Star Wars related YouTube content, but I feel as a Star Wars fan, as a diehard fan, it's making me, it feels more depressing to be part of the fandom. Maybe I'm just becoming more exposed to the toxic side of the fandom. I guess looking back on it, I was part of the toxic side of the fandom, and I think, actually, why am I putting quotes around that? There is a legit toxic side of the fandom, unfortunately, which is utterly ridiculous. I mean, Richard Spencer, a white supremacist, is a fan of fucking Star Wars. Like, how? You do realize you're the bad guy. No joke. You are, and I'm using this word correctly, you are literally an allegory in the Star Wars universe as evil bad shit. Just flat out what you are, Richard. I don't know how the fuck you can be a fan of fucking Star Wars, you dumbass white boy. But, yeah, just ignore that tangent. Yeah, I got like a Luke Skywalker. Okay, I got like, how much Star Wars shit do I got? Okay, I got this Ahsoka Tano cardboard cutout. Can you see that nice? You can kind of see it in the, right here you can see it in the reflection. Then I got like some action figures. I got, 1, 2, 3, got 4 cardboard cutouts on this side. Oh, by the way, these are all for my bar mitzvah. So, I had a whole Star Wars themed bar mitzvah. So that was awesome. But I just love Star Wars. And I get being a Star Wars fan, it's making it more hard to enjoy the movies. Now, there is one Star Wars YouTuber who I utterly love to no end. But I like his content because he talks about an under-discussed aspect of the franchise. And that is the movie releases of the movies. And I find that stuff very interesting because I want to watch this stuff on Blu-ray or 4K, and I just really want to enjoy it as a film fan. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Okay, so I'm wondering if I'm going to get copyright claim for this, but I'm just going to give my 2 cents on this shit. Because I've been seeing this all over the fucking place, and I think I got to give my 2 cents. Okay. So 1, the Clone Wars came back. That's fucking awesome. I'm excited as hell about it. I can't wait for the Clone Wars Season 7. I might just wait for Blu-ray, to be honest, because I just want to add to the collection. I might shut off this fucking CD right now. I'm listening to some Tool in the background, but ignoring that, here's what I wanted to bring up here. Okay, what I wanted to bring up. This idea of Star Wars fatigue, in my opinion, is complete and utter bullshit. And this is all because Solo, a Star Wars story, was a bomb. And then everyone freaked the fuck out. I mean, it wasn't a huge hit like the other Star Wars movies were. But I mean, is that really unexpected? I guess it doesn't make sense to me why people are like, Star Wars is dead, Solo, like, Kathleen Kennedy's gotta go, blah, 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 all this stupid shit to me. And it's like, do you not fucking get that Solo probably was destined to flop? 1, they had a director change in another fucking movie. This movie was having fucking hot, like, really fucked up behind the scenes issues. You know, they were switching writers, they switching directors. So I'm recording this really late at night. It's just a rambling rant off the top of my head, a little bit tipsed, not that tipsed, but whatever. Just what I know is the idea that we have Star Wars fatigue is bullshit, and that's because of the episodic film. I think I'm not going to state a controversial opinion here when I say to expect the anthology movies to do as well as the episodic films is fucking stupid. The episodic films are obviously going to be box office hits. Why? Because they are part of the larger Star Wars saga. You know, it's, you know, the Darth Vader, the Skywalker saga, you know, the passing of the torch, this grand epic saga. And you got these little anthology films kind of sprinkled in there a little bit. Hopefully they'll start diversifying and not just doing the between 3 and 4 era, because that could just get boring as shit real fast. Like, give me one with between 4 and 5, or 5 and 6, or 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, you know, something like that to diversify this shit. But ignoring that, what I'm trying to figure out right now is why everyone's freaking the fuck out. It's like, I don't think Star Wars fatigue is a thing. I think the idea of it being a thing is stupid, due to the episodic films just being hits. I mean, The Force Awakens was the highest grossing film domestically of all time until Infinity War came out. It's pretty impressive. Episode 8 was a little bit behind, but hey, you know, Empire Strikes Back wasn't as big a hit as New Hope when that came out. Same with Attack of the Clones when Phantom Menace came out. So you just gotta look at this shit the way it is. And here's the other thing. A Han Solo movie was gonna fucking flop. I didn't want it to flop, but the more I look back on it, and the more I think about, the fan reaction to it, people, the most likely reaction to this fucking movie was this. A Han Solo movie. Number one, why does this need to exist? Number two, who gives a fuck about a backstory to Han Solo? We don't need it. Number three, what the hell is all this clusterfuckery going on behind the scenes? That the episodic films seem to be doing fine, and the anthology films seem to be going up shit's creek without a paddle sometimes. But sometimes they work out. Okay, we only have 2 of each movie, so we're judging this in a very small sample size, a very small sample size in terms of films for the 2 series we got here. And what we gotta look into is the whole idea of if the fandom cared about a Han Solo movie. No, I didn't care about it. I saw it twice because I like Star Wars, and I'm a hardcore Star Wars fan. Look at my fucking username. Are you surprised I'm a hardcore Star Wars fan? No. I don't even know why the hell I got my fucking headphones on right now, because I'm just recording from the fucking mic and whatever the fuck. Okay. This is just rambling rant, and I'm not going to make a lot of sense, and I apologize for that, but holy fuck, I'm not making any sense. This is why I don't record videos when you're a little drunk, especially if that's something you're passionate about, because you're not going to make any goddamn sense. Okay. Well, my main case and my main argument is that a Han Solo movie flopping or not doing as well as expected. I don't really think it was a flop. Hold on, let's just look at this here, because I just want to try to look at the pure numbers of this shit. I mean, you also got, okay, here's another reason why a Han Solo movie flopped. Avengers Infinity War. Okay, so you have a Star Wars movie that not a lot of people gave a shit about. The Fandom certainly didn't give a shit about. I mean, really? A Han Solo movie that probably should have, or a Han Solo adventure that should have been left to a fucking TV episode. That's not really something that should be a fucking movie, to be honest. So you got something that should have been left to a TV episode. Now, to be fair, I did enjoy the movie, but I'm talking about the concept of a Han Solo movie should be left to an anthology television thing, not in a full fucking movie. So you got Avengers Infinity War coming out, which is this 10-year, kind of conclusion, epic feeling to this franchise, the MCU. So of course, everyone's gonna see that. Meanwhile, a little Star Wars anthology movie drops in, and it's like, Disney's surprised. Everyone's surprised that a Han Solo movie didn't do shit in in a couple of weeks after Avengers Infinity War came out. Are you that asinine? Well, it wasn't a week, it was over a month after Avengers Infinity War came out. But nevertheless, this is the fucking Avengers movie we're talking about. The Avengers have a track record of doing pretty damn well and staying at a high box office rate months after they came out. At least a month after they came out. So, oh shit, Avengers Infinity War is fucking doing amazingly well, and then Deadpool 2 comes out, and that does really well. So you got all this clusterfuckery in this summer release schedule, and then they put Solo in, and not saving Solo for December. It's like you just want to grab Disney and slap them upside the head and go, if you had faith in this movie, man, you would have put it in a December release schedule as you would have with every other fucking Star Wars movie that you've released. So, since they didn't have a December release, which would have given them, the strong opportunity to really have a great box office opening, because you're having a blockbuster in the winter, which isn't really that competitive a release schedule, So you got this summer release schedule, which is going to be competitive as shit by default, with the MCU in mind. The last time May was really a strong release schedule for fucking Star Wars was Episode 3, and that was 13 fucking years ago, It's like the summer release schedule in general is not Star Wars's time frame anymore. It's not its thing. You know, that ship has sailed because other things have taken its place. And you might say that's blasphemous to say, but that's kind of true. Okay, let me ask you this. Let's theorize for a minute. Let's put a couple of anthology movies that the fandom really wants to see. Obi-Wan movie. I'm going to give you a pitch for a fucking Obi-Wan movie right now. Okay, we got a fucking Obi-Wan movie with Ewan McGregor coming back. This kind of gritty, dreary, depressed fucking movie. This hardcore, heavy drama Star Wars film, you know? And it's got Kenneth Branagh, you know, the guy who did fucking Hamlet, like the director of Hamlet and a ton of Shakespearean shit to direct it. If that movie came out, I mean, you think that would be a flop? Fuck no, it wouldn't be a flop. That'd be a fucking hit, because everyone wants to see a fucking Obi-Wan movie. Like, Star Wars, the problem with Star Wars right now, it's like, at least with the episodic films, hold on. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get copyright notice for this fucking video. If I do, I might not post it. Or if I post it, you know, I'll just take it down or whatever. But now I got the good lo-fi shit. So, in my drunken rambling, I guess the conclusion I want to go to is the notion that Solo not doing that great, you know, is a sign of real Star Wars fatigue in the fandom. In my opinion, it's just complete fucking bullshit. You know, it's one fucking movie. You know, and it's like everyone's just taking this one little detail, in my opinion, is completely out of fucking context. You know? Like, also the idea, like, here's the problem we live in this fucking day and age now where a movie's gotta make close to $1 billion fucking dollars or more to do fucking amazing or whatever, you know? Like according to this graph here, Force Awakens made $2 billion. That's not surprising. Last Jedi made almost 1.5 billion. And Solo was like struggling to make a few billion. But I mean, it made its budget back. I think that's obvious. But I mean, the signs were all there that Solo probably wasn't going to do that great. I mean, the time the trailer came out, right? We got that. The time the trailer came out, which was like 3 months before the movie was going to come out. We have a teaser trailer 3 months before the movie was going to come out. Okay, we have that little bit of detail. We have that data there. Okay. Let's really try to, how do we phrase this? Break it down. Okay. Compare that to Rogue One. Rogue One, let's look at Rogue One's trailer really quick so we can, am I spelling Rogue One right? What the fuck's it? No, now everyone's looking at it. And I guess in other ways people are like, well, didn't do that great in China. Here's my counter to that. A lot of the storytelling we see in Star Wars, right, has a lot of Eastern analogies to it. This is intentional. It's always been there in the franchise. So, because this is stuff Asian audiences, especially in China, are going to be used to. Star Wars isn't going to do that great because this is just their shit retold. You know, it's just, and why would they want their stuff retold when they can just have the original stuff, you know? There's just, you know, all these different things you gotta take into account, like cultural differences, you know, what movies are gonna do well, movies aren't gonna do well. There's, you know, the culture behind it, you know, the different types of people. You know, it depends on what a moviegoer is looking for in a film at the end of the day. And that's one thing we gotta keep in mind. Okay, we have the first trailer coming out in... Wait. First trailer coming out in August. Okay. Still way earlier. No, wait, I want the teaser. Because the teaser, I think, came out in April. And yes, the teaser looked very different, but that's not the important part. Let's look at the teaser really quick. Alright, we're going to pause this because I want the release date. April of 2016. And the movie came out in December. Okay, so Rogue One's trailer came out in April of 2016. And that was a couple of weeks before Force Awakens came out on Blu-ray. Okay, there's that one bit of data. Then right when Rogue One comes out, you have the re-release of Force Awakens in 3D Blu-ray. So if we do that, little tips, so I gotta break out the fucking calculator app on this thing. So we got... I can't do this in my head. 8 months. Fucking calculator. I can do this in my fucking head, even drunk. It's fucking basic edition, Jesus Christ. Fucking standardized test room in my brain. Fucking shit. Yeah, this is why I don't record videos drunk. Especially like this. Or little tips or whatever the fuck. Okay. So we have a movie that comes out in April, like 8 months before the release comes out. The teaser comes out 8 months before the final release. Makes sense. I think Force Awakens was similar in that regard. Okay. Last Jedi... If I remember. Last Jedi was the same thing. No. Last Jedi may have been a little different way. I have the computer right here. I mean, these are all just important bits of data, and we gotta look at the data that's presented to us. 8 months. Wait. Okay, I want the teaser trailer. I don't think they did a full wait. No, I'm going fucking crazy. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh, fuck, that was a long teaser. Jesus Christ. Again, April. All these fucking things, like, so, Last Jedi was April. I think Force Awakens was also April, if I'm remembering correctly. No, that was... Nope. That actually made sense that Force Awakens would come almost a year, like, its teaser trailer would come a year before everything else, because they gotta get the re-hype for Star Wars, and they gotta show the new look, you know, the new universe and everything like that. But I think you get my point here, right? You know what my fucking point is? My point is the idea of Star Wars fatigue is so asinine to me, because we're basing it on one movie, one film. One fucking film. And then we get this Disney versus the fans and blah, 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 blah. It's just a small vocal minority of people, you know? Some people really didn't like the movie, and then some people were just racist idiots. You know? Yeah, some racist assholes. And yeah, it's a telling sign when people really want to hear when we really want to hear an alt-writer's fucking opinion on Last Jedi, and SJW was blah, 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 blah. We also didn't have this toxic of a fucking internet zone when the fucking prequels came out. I bet if the original trilogy came out, you'd have people bitching with the internet. Okay? People just share their grievances, so the impact just seems larger than it is. You're telling me, let's get it like this. Alright, let's look at it. And yes, I am going to get Solo on 4K Blu-ray, if you're wondering. You know why 4K? Because I like to have it in the collection. And also, people seem to like Solo more than Last Jedi. I disagree with that completely, but the fuck? I don't want fucking Mamma Mia bullshit. Get that shit on my face. Yeah, I got this 91% of critics love it. and 46. Okay. So we have one. Let's just read some of this shit. Okay, some of these reviews are. Some of this shit, in my opinion, oh my god, I am going to, oh fuck. Oh my god. Why did I click on these reviews? These have to be bots. Like, holy fuck. Get a fucking life. Why not? Can people fucking put their fucking reviews in Microsoft Word before they fucking post them? Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck, we have... Why is this upset me? Because this dumb motherfucker is like, why not a fanatic? Why not a fanatic? Why not? Well, you start this fucking thing. I'm not a fanatic. Why not? It's like, how hard is it to just say, why I'm not a fanatic? I'm not even a fucking English teacher. Fucking dipshit. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Oh, this all caps is gonna... Oh, all caps, it's rational. Use all caps. Oh, fucking idiots. Wait, did we see Mary Sue? I just... Oh my god. I'm gonna exit this shit. This is stupid. Like, this is why I don't fucking give a shit about all these fucking reviews. Mostly you're just fucking dipshit. Thank you. Some positive fucking reviews. Jesus Christ. Everyone's fucking nitpicking. It's just... Yeah. What the fuck was I fucking talking about? Jesus Christ. Oh, I was talking about movies and shit. Okay. Let me get back to my... talk of Star Wars fatigue. And then people are like, oh, I think the boycott. I don't think the boycott did shit. I think it was just a fucking kind of circumstance just lined up like the right dominoes. You know what I mean? Like, Infinity War comes out. Of course Infinity War's gonna do well. Of course Solo's not gonna do great like a month after Infinity War comes out. Are you fucking kidding me? You know? Like, holy shit. Hey, this is probably I don't know what the fuck this video is anymore. Why did I even fucking turn this on? I don't even know anymore. Fuck me. I'm talking about fucking Solo and Star Fatigue and Clone Wars. And I fucking click on Last Jedi reviews and I question all fucking humanity. Holy shit. Fuck. I gotta go to sleep. Live long and prosper. My brain's fried right now. Fucking stupid ass bullshit.